Yes, welcome to Bikes of Rye. When Yamaha announced the R7 as the middleweight Supersport to replace the now discontinued R6, there was a lot of disappointment and criticism from the motorcycle community. Many felt that the R7 with its 72 horsepower parallel twin engine was not a true successor to the R6. There was also confusion as to why Yamaha didn't use the obvious MT-09 engine in the R7 as well. However, as I mentioned in the previous video, there was always a possibility that Yamaha would release the R9. And now reliable rumours are circulating about the possibility of an R9 being released. So in this video, we'll take a look at these rumours and discuss why it makes sense for Yamaha to release an R9. But before we do that, it's important to understand the story of the R6 and why it was discontinued. Supersport bikes with 600cc engines were once extremely popular. Models like the Honda CBR 600RR, Yamaha R6 and Suzuki GSX-R 600 were in high demand. Manufacturers were engaged in a fierce competition to create the most advanced and desirable 600cc machines on the market. These bikes were known for their high performance inline-4 engines that produced over 100 horsepower. They were also renowned for their advanced technology and quick adoption of new innovations. For example, when Yamaha introduced fly-by-wire throttles, the R6 was the first bike to feature them. However, even at the peak of their popularity, the profit margins for 600cc Supersport bikes were thin and decreasing. As sales declined and prices increased, coupled with a lack of development and strict emissions regulations, Yamaha sadly made the difficult decision to continue the R6 in 2020. And so this is why there was so much disappointment around the 72 horsepower R7 being the replacement to the 117 horsepower R6. Look, the R7 was frankly never going to be the replacement to the R6. How could it be? I mean, if we take a look at the lineup, it's clear that the MT-03 and R3 share the same engine, frame and geometry. Similarly, the new R7 borrows the MT-07 72 horsepower twin and diamond frame, and at the top of the range, the MT-10 uses the R1's frame and engine, which leaves us with clearly an obvious bike missing in the range, the R9. Over a year ago, Yamaha filed trademark applications for the names YZF-R9 and R9. Now the project has taken a major step forward with new international patent protection applications covering the planned logos for the bike. And as expected, the font chosen for the branding exactly matches the font used by Yamaha on its other R series sports bikes. And you know, yes, while obtaining a patent might not guarantee that it will be used, in Japan, if a patent has not been utilised for 3 consecutive years, it can be cancelled upon request. Yamaha obviously know this, so you'd really have to question, why would Yamaha bother if they didn't actually plan on using the patent? Now another thing, and that is we need to mention the new rules coming into play in the Supersport World Championship. Currently, the outdated YZF-R6 is the company's only option for the competition. Despite its domination of the class in 2020, the benefits of racing a bike that is no longer in production in a series specifically aimed at production models are questionable. From 2023 onward, all bikes in the class will need to comply with Supersport Next Generation rules, which allow the FIM to grant dispensation for bikes outside of the old capacity classes to compete. It's possible then that the R9 could be a new potential contender. So I guess at this point, you want to know what a road-going R9 may look like, perform like, or even cost. Well, thanks to a Japanese publication, we have some idea at least of what the Yamaha R9 may look like with these renders. And based on the recent improvements made to the MT-09, it seems that the R9 will be a formidable bike too. The MT-09 saw a significant performance improvement with its 2021 model update, including weight reduction of 2.3 kilograms for the frame and swing arm and 700 grams for the front and rear wheels. It also received a small in-house developed IMU and more advanced electronic controls, such as traction control and slide control based on lean angle. It is likely then the R9 will also incorporate these features, as well as the popular 888cc 117 brake horsepower engine. Would that be a worthy replacement for an R6? Looks and sounds exciting, right? But what about the cost? Well, we can gauge a rough idea, as it seems logical that the Yamaha R9 would use a similar cost-saving strategy as seen in other models. For example, the CBT-friendly 125cc bikes share the same frame, while the MT-03 and R3 have the same chassis and geometry. Similarly, the R7 borrows the frame from the MT-07 and the MT-10 uses the R1's frame. Given this pattern, it seems likely that the R9 would follow suit and use a shared frame or other components with the MT-09. However, with all that said, I guess we don't know for 100% certainty there will actually be an R9 released. But personally, if I was a betting man, I think it's pretty damn obvious that there will be. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more from me, then please be sure to check out this suggested video on your screen, and I hope to see you on another one very soon. Thanks for watching. See you later.